Yo, what up, what up? It's your man, Big Brandon Carter. I'm gonna give you guys 3 tips on how to keep your gains or even make progress during Ramadan. Now, for disclosure, I'm not a member of any organized religion at all. So if I mess up any of the terms, please forgive me, but I have some friends who are Muslim, similar to intermittent fasting, all right, basically. And I have a free book on intermittent fasting, links in the description if you want to check it out. So, but the protocol is going to be very similar, all right? Except for the fact that during the fast, you can't have anything, right? From what I understand, not even any water. So having that said, step 1 would be to train during your feeding window, right? I've heard of guys, and I know guys who have trained during the Ramadan fast, but I don't know if that's optimal because personally, I would get thirsty, and I just don't know if it's optimal. You want to make sure you're getting liquids while you're training. You can do it if you want, but if I were you, I would train during your feeding window. That way, you can have water. And step number 2 which is important, is when you finally do break the fast, don't eat a huge meal, because then you're gonna get tired and you won't have the energy. Because what happens is, even when I do intermittent fasting, I don't like to break my fast with a big meal, because if I haven't had any nutrients to supply myself energy all day, what seems to happen when I have a big meal is I get tired, because your body needs energy, uses energy to digest the food. So there's nothing left. You're totally depleted, and it uses all the energy to digest the food, and you get lethargic. My people call that the itis. So to circumvent that, what you want to do is have a small meal. Just have a small meal, maybe even like a protein shake and a banana or something, then go train. That's what I would do. Step 3 would be to lower your intensity a little bit, because depending on where you are in the world, from what I understand, the window is different. Like, it may be longer, right? So it may be 18 hours or something like that, depending on where you are in the world, from what I understand, because it's based off the sun or something. I'm not that familiar with it. I'm just doing the best I can. Please forgive me. So I would lower intensity, because odds are you're not going to be able to get in a surplus during that small feeding window, so you're probably going to be in a deficit. So I would focus on trying to lower the workout, the intensity. Still lift heavy, because you want to lift heavy to retain as much muscle. Because if you don't lift, your body's gonna say, hey man, a whole month, we don't need this. If we don't need this muscle, then it's just gonna get rid of it, because the body doesn't want to carry around extra weight than it needs, especially if you're in a deficit. It's gonna try to get rid of everything. But if you lift heavy, it'll signal to your body, hey, we still need this muscle, it's still required. But you might want to lower the volume. Does that make sense? And you might, depending on what your goals are and depending on how many calories you get, you might want to cut back on cardio as well, or even eliminate it, depending on your goals and how many calories you get. If I was you, I would focus on cutting. This would be a cut. And then right after it, you can go on a bulk. And then the reason that's great is because bulks are usually more effective right after a cut. Like your body has been depleted for so long that it like kind of sucks the nutrients up. You know what I'm saying? So like, if you do this right, you might be able to get way bigger after Ramadan, and keep the majority of your muscle during Ramadan, and then after it, you'll be in perfect position to put on a lot of new muscle. Another tip I got from one of my boys who was a trainer, his name is Abdullah, back in Chicago. He told me what he used to do is he would wake up before the sun rose and eat a big breakfast, and then like still within the window, and then he'd be more sustained throughout the day. And another guy told me once that what he would do is try to stay up all night and like just switch his whole rhythms and sleep during the day. From what I understand, that's cheating, but I don't know. I know almost nothing about this. I'm just doing the best I can to try to help you, because I've been getting a lot of questions about it. So these are just tips I've heard from other trainers that I've worked with. I've been training for like 15 years. So like I've met people I've trained with guys of all religions, all faiths, all backgrounds. These are some of the tips they use. So, all right, I hope that helps. If you want more information on this, I have a book on intermittent fasting. It's free, links in the description. And intermittent fasting, a lot of the studies that were done on it and how effective it was for building muscle and burning fat were done with people who were training during Ramadan. So this is really applicable to you guys. All right, peace.